What is up, everyone? Welcome to another edition of Live Blocks presented by Scores and Odds. If you haven't checked it out already, just making bad live choices, going over to scoresandodds.com where you got picks from me, Meansy, Tina, all the greats. Plus, you get access to our nice little prop shopping tool right here where you can see exactly what we have projected for each individual prop, plus where the best odds are at. And most importantly, you get access to Grant's Action Lounge. What is Grant's Action Lounge? Well, it's my Discord where I'm throwing in all my bets each and every day. I had a rough one yesterday, lost about a G and a half, but still up 5K for the month, 8%, 9%, 10%, whatever it is, ROI. On the month, we've got a decent amount of bets. We got football. We got a couple of basketball games. So let's just go ahead and get right into it with some football. We got the Rams going up against the Raiders. Not going to be a lot of defense in this game. Offense is kind of inept there for the Rams. Who knows who's going to be starting here? We'll end up seeing, but I've got some bets. First off, Tyler Higbee over 30.5 receiving yards. I don't really care who's starting. They're going to design some plays with him. They'll design some screens for him. They'll do what they can to get him into the game here. Eight, and 5 targets over the last 3 games. Hit the over in 2 of the last 3 games. Minus 106 over at Caesars. Solid overall line. I am rolling with it. Devonta Adams over 88.5 receiving yards. Minus 110 over at FanDuel. Adams has been spectacular recently. 126 plus receiving yards 4 out of the last 5 games. He's hit this over in 8 out of 12 games this season. Rams currently ranked 27th in DVOA pass defense, 5th in pass success rate. Have not been great versus the pass, so I'm rolling with Adams. I'm rolling with Carr over 21.5 passing completions, minus 103 over at Caesars. And I'm rolling with Carr over 249.5 passing yards, minus 104 over at Caesars. All these are solid bets, in my opinion. Again, the Rams defense is not good versus the pass so far this season. Carr has hit the over at the passing yards mark in 4 out of the last 5 games. The one game where he didn't end up hitting, he missed by just 2 yards. So rolling with the over. Gary Williams under 25.5 rushing yards, minus 115 over at Caesars. Williams only got 3 rush attempts the last week. Likely to be a bad quarterback under center, so they'll probably rely a little bit more on the guy with more experience in Cam Akers. I don't think he gets a ton of work in this spot here, while the Raiders do have a bad rush defense. I'm going with the under. You can also get it at 24.5 at minus 110 over at FanDuel. We got some basketball starting off with Reggie Jackson under 20.5 points, rebounds, assists, minus 120 over at Sports Illustrated. I think you can get it minus 118 over at FanDuel at the moment. He's hit this at a very low rate recently, not shooting the ball well at all. I think he's hit the under in 4 of the last 5 games. Played on last night, so second end of a back-to-back. Don't expect him to get a massive workload here. They didn't even use him in overtime yesterday. I'm not expecting a big game out of him. 20.5 PRA under is just a solid overall bet. Paul George looks like he's going to play. We'll see about Kawhi. Who knows? I've already got ruled out. I don't know. I'm just kind of under the assumption that he's not going to play, but looks like as of right now, he's in there. It's the Clippers. Who knows with them? Bam Adebayo under 9.5 rebounds, minus 122 over at FanDuel. This is one that our projections have. Projections really like. We have them at 8.82 in this spot here. Parlay IQ Simulator has this as a 19% EV bet here, even at minus 130. I'm still rolling with it. Like Zubac over 9.5 points. Not sure I'm going to end up hitting that. We'll get to some more Parlay IQ plays. Reggie Jackson over 2.5 rebounds, minus 113 over at FanDuel. Hit that. Paul George, 5.5 rebounds, under minus 111 over at FanDuel. Hit that. Parlay IQ got me on a lot of Zach Collins bets. So I have under 11.5 points, minus 102 at FanDuel. Under 22.5 points, rebounds, assists, minus 108 over at FanDuel. Zach Collins under 19.5 points, rebounds, minus 118 at FanDuel. And Zach Collins under 7.5 rebounds, minus 136 FanDuel. I like all of them. Parlay IQ likes all of them. As you can see here, 45% projected EV, 38%, 38%, 26%. I'm rolling with all of them. Zach Collins, well, he is going to be in the starting lineup. He should see a moderate increase in usage, not much though. With everyone being out, we got the injury reports. We got Pirtle out. We got Vassell, game time decision. We got Kelton Johnson is in there, but there's a lot of guys that out. But Pirtle is the main one. So Collins, we have him checked for 24 minutes. Guy averages under 8 points per game on, I think it was 19 minutes per game, just under 20. So even with a small uptick in minutes, small uptick in usage, all these lines are probably a bit too high. Jokic over 43.5 points, rebounds, assists, minus 110 over Betway/DK, minus 113 over Caesars. I hit both of them. Jokic has been solid since beginning of November, averaging close to a triple double with 24 points. Been very solid, gets a decent matchup in what should be a very close game going up against the Blazers. 1 point spread right now, 227 total, if I remember correctly. So I think this is going to be a close game. I think Jokic has a solid outing here. I'm rolling with the over. Josh Hart over 3.5 assists, minus 111, just too low a number. Simons under 4.5 assists, minus 123 over at Caesars, too high of a number here. Lillard back, obviously, is going to eat into a lot of Simons' distribution. We currently have him projected for. Let's see. 4.14. The line's moved a lot. Minus 139 now. I don't know if I'd take it at that number. But my favorite bet on the board today, Jeremy Grant, over 20.5 points, minus 115 over at Caesars. I think you can get this at minus 113 now over at FanDuel. I think FanDuel moved for some reason. Let's see, Grant, minus 113 over at FanDuel. Might just not have been on the board for me. Looking at his game log here, 28 points, 33 points, 27 points, 32 points, 29 points, 44 points, 21 points. Guy is averaging 23 points per game on the season. I know Lillard coming into the lineup is probably going to hurt his production, but last game, Grant still had 28 points, 21 shot attempts with Lillard in the game. I don't think his production is going to be hurt that much. I absolutely loved it. So go bet it now. Just drop the link for the Discord in the chat. Again, if you have RG or Scores and Odds membership, you get access to it, literally throwing all my picks in. Look at all those picks, and that's just in the last 5 days. Those are all the picks I've had in the last 5 days. So if you like to gamble, go on in there. Also, go check out Parlay IQ. Really simple. It's fantastic. It has our projections. We run 1,000 simulation. Tells you this one for Zach Collins, for instance, the under. It's hit 74% of the time. That's 23% over the break-even point, resulting in a 45% projected EV. Absolutely fantastic. So go, get signed up. That's it. That's the show. Be back again tomorrow. We're out of here. Later, kids.